Everyone, and welcome back to the 127th episode of Panther Talks.
Hello, we're back.
We're back after 2 weeks in absence, and next week we're off again because I'm on holiday. I'm taking my first...
This guy, man.
I'm taking my first week off of actual work in ages.
You're not allowed it.
I've got to.
No, sorry.
It's been a bad year. Fucking give me a break.
Every year's been a bad year. We've existed.
Yeah, I can't even argue with that. I really can't. But we have one hell of a fucking catch-up to do, because it's been 2 weeks, which is the longest we've actually taken from the podcast. And that means there was a ton of news. Whether it be to do with Dying Light the Beast, which was, by the way, I have played some. I've not played much at the moment, because I've been quite busy. But phenomenal. Borderlands 4, which...
Oh... That's going to be fun to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, Randy Pitchford did the same with Borderlands 3, did the same with the Epic Games launcher. He's got a habit of putting his foot in his mouth. It's kind of a habit of his. Don't know why.
Now he's got feet up his arse now.
Let's hope so.
That's what people want to do.
Yeah.
Stick their foot up his ass.
Then we've got to talk also about Hollow Knight, because we were going to discuss it 2 weeks ago, but we were off. So we got to discuss that. We also have Skate to talk about, and I even have a new game that I discovered over the last couple days. It's not out yet. It's releasing the back end of this year, but it looks extremely interesting. So we have one hell of a week, and let's just start from the top and go as we mean to go. So, Randy Pitchford, what a cunt.
Yeah.
There's nothing nice that you can say about this man. I remember when we covered... I don't actually know. Did we cover the Borderlands 3 palaver? Or...
The 3?
Yeah, I don't think we were doing this at that time. Back when Borderlands 3 came out, and the Epic Games launcher was trying to come to, like, term as this big thing, it never achieved, but here we are. Basically, he was backing it 100%, talking out Steam's this awful platform and all this shit. It was all he was going on about. So he gave Epic Games a 1-year exclusivity.
Right.
As you can imagine, did not go well.
No.
Happily so. It actually was one of the reasons why it was originally rated a bit lower than the others. Borderlands 3 wasn't a bad game, it just wasn't up to Borderlands 2 standards. And then we have Borderlands 4, which is apparently, from what I've heard from people, the game itself is actually really good.
Yeah, I mean... I wouldn't really expect the Borderlands game to go poorly in terms of, like, actual enjoyability, considering they kind of just have no filter.
Yeah, which is fantastic for people like us.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently it's a really, really good game. The problem is, I mean, as you can see here, 65% positive. Reason being, good old performance. Issues. Yeah. And on top of that...
we can't get away from that, can we?
No. Well, we can, and we will in a little bit, but but the reason for most of these reviews is not the performance, because the performance can be fixed, and gamers at this point are used to that. People would be a bit annoyed, yes, and people would make that known, but the reviews would probably still be in the 75% positive bracket. The reason for this is because of Mr. Randy Pitchford. I wanted to be patient about this review. Well, I had lots of reasons to make a negative review, but then Randy spoke on Twitter.
He spoke alright.
Oh, didn't he just? I can in no good conscience recommend this game. I won't lie, this is definitely a better than Borderlands 3 gameplay-wise, and might be story-wise. I can't confirm, as I can't really enjoy the game with this horrendous performance. Do not buy this game at full price. Do not encourage such behaviour from AAA studios. Under no circumstance, a game with this price tag from a developer like this should be this bad on launch. There is no excuse whatsoever. What makes it worse is the clown keeps talking on Twitter, only making the situation worse. My advice to you, wait till performance is fixed until it goes on sale. Teach them a lesson. The best part, he actually tried pinning it completely on PCs. Yeah, he tried basically blaming it all on PCs. I'm sure you probably read that.
We should be blaming Nvidia then and AMD, right? Or Radeon. Because they're just not giving us good enough cards, you know? 5090 getting 40 FPS? Come on, man. What is this, Nvidia?
But do you know what makes this even better? Consoles are having issues too. So, you're telling me it's a PC issue, Except consoles are also impacted. I think Mr. Pitchford might need to answer some fucking questions.
No, he's just gonna keep talking out his arse, mate.
Oh yeah. So, shall we read what Mr. Pitchford has got to say for himself?
Oh yes.
Because apparently he has stated that Borderlands 4 is a premium title for premium gamers.
Ah yes, so premium.
Yeah, only a premium, you know. Especially at this, £60 price tag, £90 price tag, and £120 price tag. What do you even get?
Super deluxe edition. I how many times do I reference like these titles they come off with, like by just saying the stupidest thing ever, with like all the super deluxe supreme edition crap behind it, and now look what they're doing.
The super awesome deluxe premium edition.
Literally.
In this edition, we just drain your bank account. Haha. Mine now.
So what's different exactly?
Bounty.
Oh, just bundle. Skins. Okay, yeah, skins, it's all skins.
A couple missions and bosses.
But like between the two other editions, it's all skins.
Yeah, them two. Well, this has missions and bosses.
But it's probably nothing like actually that game changing.
Yeah, main story and side missions. So I guess these two probably have some. Wait, these are post launch. Those are so at the moment. Yeah, all you get is skins. That's all you get.
When will we ever escape this stuff, Roy?
When Call of Duty finally gives up and dies, preferably. So Pitchford's comments on social media came just before Borderlands 4 released a PC exclusive patch to address some outstanding performance issues. Yes, they have patched it, sort of. The update came 3 days after the game's long-awaited launch on multiple platforms, although Borderlands 4 did not disclose what was changed in the new update. The developers offered some optimization tips for both AMD and Nvidia graphics cards.
Go on, let me hear this crap.
Users were encouraged to update their AMD and Nvidia graphics drivers to the latest stable versions. No shit, that's like step one, though I do have
what do you mean step one? That's what you always do.
Well, I mean, you heard my little story of Dying Like the Beast earlier.
That was brand new game. You're waiting for it, realistically.
True.
At the end of the day.
Gearbox added that it takes up to 15 minutes for shaders compilations to be fully reassembled after any graphics settings are changed. What the fuck?
So you change one setting and you gotta wait 15 minutes? Is that what he's saying?
Apparently, yes.
In what fucking world has that been a thing? Because I don't ever remember that being a thing anywhere.
No. I'm gonna say, as you know, I've been playing Dying Like the Beast. It takes 2 minutes, if that. If that. Randy Pitchford pinned some Borderlands 4 issues on older hardware. He says that he says that Borderlands 4 is a premium game made for premium gamers. Just as Borderlands 4 cannot run on the PS4, it cannot be expected to run on too old PC hardware.
Man.
Oh, man.
This guy was really smoking, huh?
Yeah, he was. Pitchford's comments referenced the minimum and recommended PC specifications requirements for Borderlands 4, which required a graphics card capable of ray tracing, an 8-core CPU, and at least 100 gigabytes of... Go on.
If he's saying a graphics card capable of ray tracing, is that not literally a 20 series?
Yes it is. Where are the minimum?
Have you ever seen like a more out of touch CEO of a massive game company?
No, not in the slightest. Here we are. So Nvidia GTX RTX 2070 is the minimum for Nvidia, which is what you and me both use. Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 is the recommended.
Right.
So you're telling me I should be able to play this game with ease?
Recommend it. See, this is something they really need to start putting in these system requirements, is what like they're running when they put these. It takes very small bit of text, just saying whether it's resolution medium, and it's preset quality, because pretty much every game has a preset quality that you can put in.
Yeah, exactly. So these are his arguments, anyways. Pitchford's 100 gigabytes of available SSD storage. I hate that this is happening more and more. Well, Gearbox... I
mean, Battlefield 6 tried, man. They really did.
Oh, yeah. No, exactly. To be honest, that game seems to be doing better and better. I recently heard about what that that new game mode that they were trying out.
Which one's this?
We spoke about it. Escalation, I think it was called.
Yeah.
So we couldn't find out what it was at the time. I recently found out what it was. And basically, you start out, there's multiple objectives to capture as always. You have to hold the majority of the objectives for so long, then that gives your team 1 point. It's first 3 points. Each time one team gets a point, one objective is taken off the game.
That's cool. So you can't just camp an area and get all the points.
Exactly. So it shortens down the amount that are there, and you can imagine it would slowly lead to this like more team versus team encounter that's constant.
Yeah, so it's going to be like everyone going to different objectives, and there'll be smaller fights going on, and then as the objectives become smaller in number, everyone's going to start being forced to one location.
Yeah, which I think is a really good idea.
It's going to be ultimate chaos. So that sounds perfect, honestly.
Exactly.
Sounds like a mode that you would only hear in Battlefield.
Yeah. Here we are. I've got the full quote now. The minimum recommended specs are published. The most common hardware is 4-year-old cell phone. Don't be a cocky cunt. It's not going to work. Borderlands 4 is a premium game made for premium gamers. Just as Borderlands 4 cannot run on PlayStation 4, it cannot be expected to run on too old PC hardware. Unlike the PlayStation and Xbox, we cannot prevent a PC player with suboptimal hardware for the game to try to play it. Okay, some try and get mad, and some have actual issues we need to fix, and some need to learn how their PCs work at the high end for this specific game in 2025, and use the tools available to them to try and find the right balance between frame rate and resolution and graphic features. This is not a game made to run on 10-year-old PCs. This game...
Wait. 2070 is the minimum?
Yes.
Let's see here. 2070 is 7 years old.
So it's not made to run 10-year-old, it's made to run 7-year-old.
Oh, my bad. Still pretty fucking extreme.
Oh, extremely, yeah. This game uses the full capabilities of modern bus, CPU and GPU. By the way, just to quickly pull back to this, he does say above, the most common hardware is 4-year-old cell phone. Well, that GPU that you've referenced as minimum is 7 years old, so fuck you.
Yeah.
If you're
they're claiming the game can run on a 7-year-old GPU. To be completely honest, I bet you there's people out there with a fucking 1650 running. Actually, I think I saw someone running it on a 1650.
Yeah. If you're trying to drive a monster truck with a leaf blower's motor, you're going to be disappointed. If you discover your system can't run the game, well, by accident or wishful thinking, and or don't want to try and mess with the settings to make things good enough for you, please use the refund feature on Steam rather than have a subpar experience. Take a poll of players who own both 2 and 4. See which game they think is better. Since when is this machine not considered premium? I don't like the guy, but I'm referencing it because he is making a fair point here. AMD Ryzen 9 7950 X3D, GPU RTX 4090, RAM 64GB, DDR5 6400 MHz, motherboard PSU SSD.
Yeah, basically top of the top.
Yeah, other than like the GPU, which could go to the 50 series, but hey, well.
Won't really make a difference, let's be honest.
So far, I have experienced 40 to 60 FPS maximum without turning on DLSS and frame gen to compensate. Even with that on, I will sometimes dip to 40 FPS in larger environments. Every cutscene is hard locked to 30 FPS regardless of settings, which is jarring at best. Further,
cutscenes.
Yep. Further, I have crashed 4 times throughout my playthrough, and each time it was a graphics-related crash. The game is rad as hell, but attacking players for their setups doesn't make any sense here. You're just fighting fire with gasoline. There are legitimate performance issues with the game. End of. Correct. As much as I dislike the guy, he is right.
I mean, maybe he's trying to make up for the stupid shit he said.
Maybe. Oh, I know a lot of you are dead set on playing on 4K with ultra max settings and using 2 to 3 year old hardware. You do you, but Borderlands 4 and Unreal Engine 5 are doing a lot, and for me, that trade-off for frames isn't worth it. My dude, people who are playing Borderlands 4 with the top of the specs hardware that they can possibly buy should be able to play 4K at Ultra. If they can't, you are doing something wrong. You are not supposed to be making something that runs like Crysis.
But the cards we're getting as well, like, it's not even like you should be expecting 60 frames on those settings.
No.
You should be expecting pretty much uncapped, especially people with a 50 or 4090.
Exactly. Pitchford also recommends...
Those cards are just too powerful for what's currently out there.
Oh, aren't they just? Pitchford also recommended playing Borderlands 4 at 1440p and utilising features such as DLSS upscaling to increase frame rates. However, Pitchford's social media comments drew the ire of Borderlands players. Most responses criticised Pitchford and Gearbox for deflecting responsibility for Borderlands 4's optimisation and performance issues, while others pinned some of the blame on Unreal Engine 5, the engine used by Borderlands 4. Users also stated that even on high-end components, Borderlands 4's frame rate remained inconsistent despite Gearbox's recommendations. As of this writing, Borderlands 4 holds a mixed review rating on Steam. Which it does. Just to pull this up, the player count is pretty good. Gotta give it to them. You cannot complain with that player count whatsoever.
People are still going to play the game. They're not going to like it because of how it's running.
No, exactly. And at the end of the day, they've got full right to do so. They fucked up. They can deal with it.
You still have a right to fucking complain about it.
Yeah. So, he also decided to make some comments on Stop Killing Games campaign. Now, there's one of two reasons I can see him doing this, because I've not read this article yet. I've not checked it. But there's one of two reasons I can see. Either one is to try and get himself some more goodwill after what he said. Or two, he's doubling down on the bad will.
Oh.
And he usually does that around the time of a game release, so it could go either way.
Expectations are low?
Yeah, expectations are low, but they could drop lower. Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford has weighed in on the Stop Killing Games initiative, and seems to have a complex opinion on the matter. The only thing complex about this guy is every time he releases a game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we already know about the Stop Killing Games campaign, and we already know everything about it. So, what's he got to say? In a chat with The Gamer, Randy Pitchford talked about the Stop Killing Games, and shared conflicted thoughts. He explained that he's lost games he's enjoyed too, and admires the activism involved in trying to protect them. But he also added that if we're going to have any games that are sincere live services, it seems mutually exclusive to have something that's going to be a living thing that can't be allowed to die. I don't know how to get around that. Pitchford went on pondering about life and death and the eventual heat-death of the universe. He noted that he thinks that fighting against the inevitability of an end lead to humans living longer lives, and that perhaps in the future games could live even longer. Why the...
What is this guy talking about?
Randy, did you take a bunch of mushrooms before you did this interview?
He's took something, man.
I give up on this.
Absolute load of smack this guy said.
Oh, yeah. Gearbox CEO, I've already fed up of hearing this. Already? It's only been a few minutes. What the fuck? Borderlands 4 was designed to be just
right off. Like, mate, it's a single-player game. People are going to be wanting to crank that shit up. It's not a competitive PvP game where you run the lowest settings so you get these funky-ass graphics so you can see gaps that aren't meant to be there. You want this shit to look absolutely fantastic while you go around just slaughtering NPCs.
Yeah.
I don't want no 30 FPS bullshit.
Oh, it gets worse. Pitchford doubles down on DLSS advice for Borderlands 4. Word for word, I'm sorry you don't like being told to use DLSS, but that's the way it is. We've discussed this before, how DLSS, it's a good feature overall, but companies are starting to rely on it to the extreme.
Yeah, it's not great, man.
No, if you cannot get your games running properly, don't fucking release.
Yeah.
Take a hint from the whole Cyberpunk fiasco, please. For the love of God. Cyberpunk's a good game now, but take some hints.
Yeah.
So, there is a game showcase coming out on the 25th of September. From the 25th to the 28th. I am sadly away starting the 27th. sad times. But it's an Xbox Game Showcase, and we did one last year about the same time. And there was some amazing games, to be honest, that was released during that time period. You and me, I remember, had a really good time going through all those. But yeah, so it's unannounced at the moment, but they will be at the Tokyo Game Showcase this year. So if you're interested in new games and upcoming releases, definitely check it out. Now on to the game that I know Will really wants to talk about.
Real quick.
Shoot.
We were talking a lot about GPUs there, and I'm curious.
Shoot.
Fuck the 5090. Is there anything released yet that even utilizes the power of a 4090?
To fullest potential.
Oh, yeah.
Are we talking...
I feel like not even close.
Are we talking about them hitting daft amounts of frames in games, or are we talking about being able to...
daft amount of frames is pointless.
Yeah.
I stand firmly that 120 is more than enough. Now, going higher might seem nicer and all that, and when I get a new GPU, you know, I will be running higher.
144 is my max, what I play at.
Yeah, but I'd say like 120 is like bare minimum these days. Like for me to feel comfortable playing a game, 120 would feel really nice.
I'm with you.
Anything above that, it's so little.
Yeah.
So let's aim for 120. We'll aim for 144 FPS. It's very common to go from 60 to 144.
It is.
Is there anything that needs a 4090 to hit 144 frames? If you show me some absolute piece of shit game that's so unoptimized,
I have no idea. That's why I'm searching.
But I just feel like there isn't.
4090. We're going TI or just 4090?
There's a TI of the 4090?
I believe so.
That seems wrong.
Yeah. 4090 Ti Super. Oh, no.
No.
So why the fuck did that pop up when I put TI? What the fuck? Go away.
Honestly, mate, probably some fucking fake card.
Yeah, probably. No, there aren't any specific games that require a 4090.
And I doubt there's anything even close, mate. I just feel like we've got these cards that
Cyberpunk, even with the 4090, hitting 144 FPS at 4K with full ray tracing can be very difficult.
Of course, Cyberpunk is what comes up.
Well, of course. Running that, I'm understood. Understood. It is quite overkill at the moment. Okay? So, shall we go to something positive, Will, to make you a bit happier after that?
Yes, please.
Dying Light the Beast. Finally released. Really enjoying the game myself.
I still can't get over Calcrain. I don't think I've ever actually seen what he looked like until we saw it the other week.
Yeah, he looked like a moron in Dying Light 1, but Dying Light the Beast, he looks great.
It didn't even like come to me that you never actually saw him in a cutscene or anything like that.
Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? That's what I mean by my keyboard is fucked. Right.
Oh my god, that was funny. That was funny, man. I wasn't ready for that, Rory.
Right. I'm going to utilize. Oh, you bitch. Nope, I refuse to advertise that on this. Not happening.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Go away. Right, I'm sorry, the Rad Brad. I am going to utilize your content here. But not for that reason. Here we are. This is the bit I want to show you.
Seems very dodgy.
So, this is in the first 20 minutes of the game. The reason I want to show you this is because I fully appreciate the beast mode in this moment. It's the first time you use it, and I love it. Because all of a sudden, after fighting, and by the way, the beast mode, the way it works, at the beginning of the game, you're not able to control it. As you progress, apparently you will be able to. But the more damage you take, the more damage you deal out, the more adrenaline your guy basically gets. It keeps stacked up to a certain amount, and that's how you gain beast mode. This is what this little bar is at the bottom. And this happens. And now time to just tear the shit out of everything.
That's like one thing I'm seeing a lot of on TikTok is just the kill animations when you're in beast mode.
Oh yeah. They're satisfying.
And then I think maybe when you're not even in beast mode, just regular killing some zombies.
Oh yeah.
You're like, I don't know if it's in beast mode or not. I can't tell because I've not looked at the game a whole lot.
Shoot.
Or played it myself. But you're just fucking there. Fucking lifting a zombie up by the ankle and just slamming him into the ground like the Hulk does the Loki. Then ripping his leg off. And yeah, I would imagine so. But honestly, just that alone, it just fantastic looking.
Yeah,
It's so funny to see.
Did that to all the Chimera, because basically, what they did with Dying Light the Beast, and it's one of the reasons I really do appreciate the game, they took the parkour system from 2, removed the stamina grab system, which apparently they finally fixed Dying Light 2 and removed that system from there as well. Thank fuck, because that was the worst system in the world. They kept they had sorted out like the combat system for melee and stuff. That feels really nice. The guns don't feel too overpowered, to be honest with you, like they did in the first game, which is good. Ammo is also a bit more difficult to get your hands on at times. Not always, but you know how that goes. But overall, it plays really nice. As I said, the first thing I messaged you about is, holy shit, this game is optimized. I can run it, no problems. Solid 90 on high. It's like, okay, I can work with this any day of the fucking week. But yeah, you can see here, it's sat at good reviews, players, plenty of them. If I actually go to Dying Light the Beast, oh no, there we are. Very positive, 90% out of 6,000 reviews. Shut up, Kyle. But yeah, a lot of people are really enjoying it. There's the occasional people that aren't a big fan.
I always get it.
Yeah, it's how it goes. Some people are having some crashes, but for the most part, yeah, it's a solid game, and people are really enjoying it. Story is okay, but gameplay and performance is great. I'll be honest with you, I can't name a single Dying Light game that had a great story. They were okay, but they weren't amazing.
Yeah, no, it's one of those games, mate. You play that game for the gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
The story is sort of there just to lead you through the environment.
Yeah.
Instead of just running around and like coming across some massive boss zombie that you're going to get your ass kicked by.
Exactly.
Takes you through a decent ride to level up a bit.
One of the things I did say to you, though, basically, the one thing that really surprised me about Dying Light the Beast is the day before release, because they pushed release forward, they proceeded to announce that they had got its Steam Deck verified, so it runs well on Steam Deck. I mean, it ran well on my PC, so I couldn't see a reason why not. But it was rare from a game company lately. Oh, do you remember the... how much did you play of Dying Light 2? I know it wasn't much.
Not much at all, to be completely honest.
Do you remember the injector things that you had to stab yourself with to get your stamina up and shit?
Yeah.
So basically, they brought that back, but seeing as stamina is just for combat, it pretty much just increases your stamina amount and your health amount. So,
yeah,
it's what it is.
That's not terrible.
No, it also gives you more points in the beast tree, so that you can do new things as the beast.
I do like, instead of just like locking upgrades behind level caps and grinding XP, I do like to have different ways of getting stuff like that, like different upgrades. Just doing it properly can be difficult. Well,
the reason I actually quite liked this is because basically there's these chimeras on the map. Most of them you'll come across through the story and that, and unlock them as you go, natural progression. But these chimeras, you have to hunt them down and then take some of their blood, which then becomes the upgrade material. And you inject yourself with that. So you actually have to do something to get that reward, which I quite like that idea. Because, you know, usually it's, oh yeah, find your way into here and just pick up this item. No, you have to kill this fucking horrific boss that will hand your ass to you. Because
that's definitely a better way. Definitely a better way to do it.
Oh yeah, I actually really do like that feature. Some people might disagree, but I'm quite fond of it. I like the idea of, I've just gone through something horrific, give me something that's going to benefit me in that manner. So, the latest entry in Techland's hit zombie series, Dying Light the Beast, has set a big first for the franchise and is now it has now become the best reviewed mainline entry to date. Dying Light the Beast was released for PlayStation 5, Xbox X, Series X and S, and PC on September 18th. After a short delay, and reviews from the critics quickly began to roll in along its release. After a controversial second entry, reviewers made it abundantly clear that Dying Light the Beast is a return to form for the series. Well, of course, Kyle Crane was there. Wasn't just some nobody called Aiden. Which, by the way, I still need to fucking, like, let my grievance be known in this manner. Aiden, genetically modified guy, couldn't grip a fucking ledge for more than 2 seconds before dropping to his death. Kyle Crane, bit by a zombie, beaten the fuck out of, wakes up, absolutely crippled, walks outside and goes, yeah, I'll just start climbing, fuck you, bye. Fucking explain it to me. Even in this one, he's like, oh yeah, I've been, like, I don't know the word for it. I have been experimented on for 10 years. So what do I need? Because you're crawling around at first. Oh, there's adrenaline. Okay, just inject that. Cool, I'm back to form. Right, where am I going? That's just Kyle. Aiden, on the other hand, no. Can't fucking stand up for 2 minutes, can he? Dickhead. Anyways, after finding huge success with Dead Island in 2011...
You okay, Roy?
I'm fine. I'm okay.
You good to continue?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Techland took things to a whole new level with the launch of the original Dying Light. We already know all this. It's got a good parkour mechanic. Everyone enjoys it. And the first fucking ability almost everyone unlocks, dropkick. I don't know many people that didn't unlock dropkick the moment they saw it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the best fucking thing in the game.
Oh yeah, hands down. Reviews for Dying Light the Beast are officially in, and the third mainline entry in the series is receiving heavy praise from the critics. As spotted by The Gamer, The Beast has actually become the best reviewed mainline entry in the series. According to Metacritic, the first Dying Light game somehow only achieved a score of 74, followed by a slight increase to 76 for Dying Light 2. This is why you don't believe critics, people. But now The Beast has taken things to another level, as it currently sits on a Metacritic score of 78. Okay, going up in twos apparently. But if fellow critics feel the same way, The Beast has officially set a first for the series. Yeah, good for them. Overall, amazing game. Definitely pick it up. Don't listen to critics. Bloody play what you want. Oh, yeah, I had other news that I forgot to mention at the beginning. Valve may be revealing a new VR headset soon.
Ooh.
So I hope you got 15 grand saved to the side.
A gun and a balaclava.
Perfect. Can you find some spares?
We can take half each.
Sounds good. Valve Index was released nearly 6 years ago in 2019. And it still is regarded as like the best VR out there. I mean, it's got finger tracking.
It's Valve. They don't half-ass anything.
No. They make sure shit's right before they do it. But yeah, apparently...
Funny other companies took from them, huh?
Oh, I know, right? VR content creators hint at announcement coming soon. It came from Habby, of all things. I know the guy, one of the biggest VR YouTubers, teased a special report coming on Wednesday. Several other creators have also hinted to a major announcement that day. Putting these clues together, many fans now believe that the sequel to the Valve Index, previously codenamed Decade, is about to be officially revealed. That would be good. It would be nice. Somehow I can't see it. So, yeah. It'd be lovely, but I've got my doubts. An extreme amount of them too. But, yeah, I would adore a new Valve headset, because whenever they announce something, it usually causes an uproar in the industry.
I mean, it's also Valve. The amount of rumors that go around about what they're doing.
Oh, hundreds.
Thousands.
Yeah, it gets ridiculous.
You ready for Half-Life 3 next week, Rory?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, this next article might seem a bit out of the blue. So I will explain in a moment what the reason is. Barely any PS5 gamers are buying physical games. Now, for the longest time, I don't know about you, Will, but do you remember what one of the biggest criticisms were from console gamers to PC gamers? Well, the biggest reasons, a lot of them would not transfer. Do you recall?
No, because there's many things.
One of the biggest reasons was always physical games. Primarily came from the PlayStation side. Now, if that is the case, why is it that the stats for physical games on PlayStation are at the lowest they've ever been? They fell 5%. So, Before the PS5 launched in 2020, physical software represented around 6% of PlayStation's revenue, which fell to 5% the next year, and then to 4% in 2022. Now in 2024, it reveals that physical game sales have declined on PS4 and PS5 to yet another low record. They're at 3% of the entire profit revenue. 945 million is still a lot of money.
Realistically, what's the benefit of getting a physical copy this day and age?
Primarily, used to be a case of physical game media would prevent games from dying out, which is true. Completely fair.
Yeah, we're not going to get that anymore, that's for sure.
The problem is now that the license also applies to your disc. They can easily prevent the game from being launched via a disc nowadays. It's not like the good old days of PlayStation 1 when they couldn't do that. Or the bloody GameCube where you had cartridges and shit like that. All that fun. No, not GameCube.
I was going to say GameCube.
Yeah, don't ask. I'm having one of them brain fart days apparently. But yeah, I really do struggle to see how it can drop this much when you've got so many people in that community raving about physical game media. Or at least that's what I thought at first when I first saw the article. But there's another side to this, Will. A side that took me a minute to really grasp. Is it really the game, the people buying the game's fault? Or is it more likely the fact that a lot of games companies now aren't publishing as many copies in physical media?
I mean, you're seeing less and less physical stuff. The most you're getting physical-wise is when you buy a specific bundle of a game, and you get, say, artwork.
Exactly.
It's not really. It just doesn't really make sense either when you think about it to have physical anything.
No.
With how things are going, not in the gaming industry anyway.
Yeah, not anymore. Once upon a time it did. Yeah. But yeah, it's hard now to find that sort of shit, which is really, really sad, to be honest with you. But what can we do about that?
Other than the fact of what they're doing with the laws, which now doesn't matter having physical or digital copy of the game.
Do you want to hear something?
It doesn't really make sense because if you break a physical copy, it's broken. It's gone. Whereas digital, once you purchase that game and you have the license to play the game, you can just get it as long as you can you have your account details, which I would imagine, given your account details, you would.
Yeah. Do you want to hear something even sadder, though? Microtransactions, in-game currency, cosmetic skins, DLC packs, and expansion content accounted for a whopping 29% of PlayStation's total revenue.
Seen this shit, man. We've been over it. I don't want to go over it again.
Making it the single largest contributor. Hardware followed at 24%. It still makes me sad, man. Network services, I still don't like that people pay for this shit. Including PS Plus subscriptions, trailed digital software at 14%, while other PlayStation-related businesses added another 10% to fiscal year 24 revenue. It's mad. It really is. And it's definitely going to show, and it's definitely going to be a thing where physical copies are going to die out very soon. I do love, though, how Sony's trying to claim that it still believes in physical games. Sure it does. Yeah.
Let's be honest, if they didn't, they probably wouldn't exist anymore.
GOG comments on payment processors. Steam Censorship. GOG sees the mounting pressure from payment processors on Steam and other PC game storefronts as a game preservation issue, with a company official saying as much in a recent interview. The remark offers a broader perspective on Steam censorship wave that sparked significant controversy in recent months. I'm sure you remember this. In July 2025, Steam removed hundreds of adult games. We all recall all this. And how basically Collective Shout took credit for lobbying them. We remember the fiasco. So what have GOG said? They've basically labelled it a game preservation issue, saying it's particularly worrying when games are potentially vanishing due to external pressure. They said a conservationist perspective of this sort hasn't exactly dominated the recent discourse on the matter, but it's very much in line with GOG's broader mission to preserve good old games. Ironically, if you actually go on GOG, they even have a title thing for good old games, and they argue this all the time. But GOG is ran by CD Projekt Red.
Oh,
did you not know
I
that?
didn't even know. No.
Yeah, I
don't really use GOG. Like I have an account for it because you get quite a bit of stuff on Twitch through GOG. So I have it just to, like, if I claim any, it's at least there. So I have it if I ever do go around using it, which I don't really see happening anytime soon.
So the reason I do like GOG is because they have all your storefronts in one, which I quite like, being able to just launch any game through it, which is nice. But also, you know when Fallout London dropped, and they were basically there like, oh, well, we'll host it on our storefront. You don't need to worry about finding a place to host it. Well, they decided to start doing that for other games as well. So now all you've got to do is just install via bloody GOG, and off you go. You can just run mods straight through this. These are all one-click installs for mods, which is insane. And it's really good to have. Because let's be honest, what's one of the things a lot of people hate about modding? The faff.
There's a lot of it.
Oh, yeah. I installed Stalker Anomaly recently. I was going for Gamma, which is the mod pack for that, which requires Stalker Anomaly and then another mod pack on top of that. It's a faff, but once it's installed, it's great.
It is fun to set up the mods yourself.
Oh yeah, to learn it as well.
But you really got to be in the mindset to do that.
Yeah. But yeah, GOG is actually a really good storefront. I do have a lot of respect for them as well, for their mission and everything that they do. So fair play to them. Gabe Newell. Apparently he gets flamed while playing one of his games. Apparently he isn't immune to the experience. He recently brought up some of the trash talking he's faced while playing one of Valve's own games. Wouldn't surprise me if it's Dota. Dota 2, yeah. Kicked off its annual tournament, the International, on September 11th, 2025, and as part of the opening ceremony, Gabe provided a brief video talking about the game, its community, and the tournament. Gabe talked about loving the game and its community, but also dryly brought up getting trash talked in the game, with other players reportedly telling him to do things like uninstall the game, that he's a noob, and to die. Imagine saying that to the owner of bloody Steam.
That's a little far.
Yeah. As is typical of his general attitude, though, he didn't seem to be bothered by all the comments at all, noting that the trash talking is really about their enthusiasm for the game. This is the reason I respect this man so much.
Oh, man.
Gabe bloody Newell, everyone. What
There's
a man.
many reasons behind why people get on the way they do. Most of the time, it's completely unnecessary and not condoned, but, you know, it is what it is. It's going to happen. You're going to come across it, so no point getting hurt over it, I suppose.
No, exactly. Honestly, nothing but the utmost respect for Gabe. On the other hand, a company I don't have respect for. Nintendo. Because they're back in the news.
The last thing we looked at with this was they had some crappy Power ripoff advertised on their storefront.
Yeah, well, they've got a new patent for summoning a character to fight for you. I'll just let that sink in for a second.
What do we do at this point?
Well, do you know what my first reaction was? 'Cause my first reaction...
Not sure, to be honest.
My first reaction was to Google first game that had summoning. I hate this so much.
Yeah, you really need a new keyboard.
Okay. I know I do.
That keyboard I was telling you about earlier, mate, barely even used it. Yeah. I think I immediately took it out because I just knew straight off a rip I was not dealing with that.
So, the earliest known with a summoning mechanic was a 1983 hybrid strategy/action game, Arkham: The Light and the Dark, where spellcasters could summon an elemental creature to fight an opponent's piece. Oh, you mean like summoning magic in game?
What about Final Fantasy?
Well, that's another one mentioned.
They're still going.
Yeah, Final Fantasy did it before Pokemon, as did a few other games. What I'm basically saying is, Pokemon was not the first game to do this.
Yeah, like how is that something you can patent?
Yeah, Final Fantasy
doesn't make
III,
sense.
1990, introduced summon magic, So
you've been able to do that in so many different games like these, and then Final Fantasy being the best example because somehow blows me away that they are still making games.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I don't know how many there have been. I don't want to know. Don't Google it. I don't want to know. But my point is, they have been forever doing that sort of thing.
Exactly. So I do find it ludicrous that they've been able to successfully patent this. That's the annoying part. It was successful.
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous.
And this is the thing, though. They patented it while the lawsuit was ongoing. And guaranteed they will try to utilise this. On September 2nd...
They won't be able to because it was after it. Like, it'll just get kicked to the side straight away.
That's the
Surely.
hope. Because it's in Japanese court that they're doing this, but it was in America that they got the patent. So it's really iffy on how it's going to work. On September 2nd, the Japanese gaming giant was issued a US patent that covers a somewhat broad implementation of a system for summoning characters into battle. Identified by patent number... Yeah, that, because I'm not going to fucking try and read that right now. Fuck you. The grant was initially spotted by GameSphere's patent analyst Florian Muller, who described it as not merely annoying, but actually shocking in how it potentially threatens the creativity of an entire video game industry. Do you know what's worse? After this, I saw a meme that popped up. At first, I didn't know if it was a meme. I actually thought it might be genuine. And it was someone taking the piss saying, Nintendo now patents games that run at 14 FPS.
What?
Yeah, it was a meme, and I was actually genuinely sat there for a minute like, this could be genuine because it's Nintendo and they're fucking dumb as a bag of rocks. So... I mean, I guess that if they did, that would put Borderlands 3 in a bit of a fiasco, wouldn't it?
Borderlands 3 or Borderlands 4?
Borderlands 4, sorry. The 397 patent poses a fundamental threat to creativity and innovation in the games industry. Of course it fucking does. All they do is try and affect the bloody games industry. I don't think they've actually ever tried to do anything positive in the last 5 years. Dickheads.
No, Rory, calm down.
I don't like Nintendo, you know this. Apparently...
There's not really a reason to anymore these days.
No, that's the thing. Once upon a time, they were respectable. Nowadays, they're...
Money.
Exactly.
They're all Mr. Krabs.
Exactly that. What was your reason for opening this new restaurant directly next to the old one? Money! Exactly.
This guy just talks about this meme all day long.
It's a great meme. It's an amazing meme.
You're not wrong.
New Batman Arkham title, potentially leaked. It seems like it's going to be a sequel to Batman Arkham Shadows.
Is it going to be better than the Lego game?
I'm not sure. The Lego game does look good. But apparently, if it's going to be a sequel to Batman Arkham Shadows was a VR Batman game. If they go above and beyond with that, make it open world, something along those lines, that could be one amazing game. I don't know about you, but I'd love that. We're about to start another one of those Batman Arkham games. I play Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to say that, mate. I really don't think you're supposed to say that. But yeah, that actually received a 9.9 out of 10. That's how well it was received as a VR game. And then Machine Games director teases a third Wolfenstein game. Like, it seems like the companies that do some good are teasing some good games coming forward, so I'm a little happy with that. I'm not going to sit and talk about them all day, because we have some other bits that we still need to mention.
As long as it's not that shit I was playing the other week.
Oh, yeah, no. No,
let's look forward to it, I suppose.
So, Hollow Knight Silksong. We have to mention this, because we did miss it. I need to first mention... When it released, it crashed Steam, Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation stores.
Damn.
On Steam, it had an all-time peak of 587,150 players. In the last 24 hours, it had a peak of 277,366 players. And right now, it's got 189,962 players.
So, few players.
It's going to get better. So, I'm now going to search it up. So, here we are, Hollow Knight Silksong. It's $16.75 full price. It's at very positive, 91% positive, at 77,695 reviews. And Team Cherry, how many members of staff do you think they have, sir?
12.
3.
3?
3.
Damn.
3 members of staff. main members of staff. I'm sure they contract a bit out, but that's to be expected. And they made what's effectively a fucking masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
There are.
No, I know their previous game.
I heard a lot of talk about that.
Oh yeah, the Hollow Knight games are beloved. Now, if I actually go and find Hollow Knight games, here we go. So the first game released in 2017. Hollow Knight 2. Can remove that bit. Well, no, that's definitely not 2. I know that for a fact. You're gonna be a bitch. Go away. Oh no. Yeah, so 2017. Yeah, apparently so. I thought it was the third for some reason. So Hollow Knight 2017, and then 7 years late, 8 years later, they make Silk Song and just annihilate everything. How did the first one do? 90-70%.
Yeah, I'd say it did pretty well.
Out of 148,661 reviews. Once again, free
and that
people.
That right there is exactly why the second game was so anticipated.
Yeah.
Because clearly people loved the first game, and after 8 years, they're releasing a second one. People were going to be hyped for that, man.
Oh, exactly.
It's not my kind of game. I have seen it. It's not my kind of game, but like clearly a lot of people have enjoyed it.
Exactly that. And end of the day, if you make something that good, power to you. Moving onwards. Skate.
I don't like your tone.
Yeah, I know. I don't either. So Skate, it released its early access. Technically, it's basically just there to sort of be tested by the community at the moment. It's free to play at the moment. They'll probably charge for it later, or they might just earn all their money from microtransactions. We don't know. But it's released on the PC, which is a first. I'll be honest, I'm quite shocked by that. I've played a bit. It's actually quite fun. Quite a lot of the community aren't that fond because it feels like it's taken the life of Skate 3 and the other Skate games and just kind of turned it into a hollow cash grab, which I can understand. But for us on PC who don't have access to Skate 3, for example, this is at least something and we can have a bit of a laugh. I'd just love to see the Broken Bones thing again because that was amazing. 56% positive out of 15,694 reviews. I mean, it's giving Borderlands 3 a run for its money. Borderlands 4 a run for its money, sorry. Which is impressive.
I just doesn't want to accept that Borderlands 4 exists right now.
No, I don't, apparently. It's impressive, actually. But yeah, I'm hoping they'll sort some of that shit out, but it's EA, I can't see it. You know how they go as well as I do. It's going to be a case of, I think, Battlefield 6 might be the outlier for EA in the next, 5 years. That's about it. So I have a game.
Okay.
A game to talk about. A game to discuss. A game that is not out yet.
Oh, no. You're scaring me.
It's called Beta Decay. I came across this randomly. I was sat up, stupid o'clock at night, watching YouTube videos because I couldn't sleep. And I came across this fucking PS1 graphics looking thing that looks like a blast.
Oh my god, it reminds me of Desert Storm.
Yeah. Now, it's full insanity from what I have seen. Full dismemberments and everything. It looks amazing for an indie game. I mean, they went fully for the PS1 sort of style here.
There's a massive community out there for stuff like this.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know.
Exactly that. Now,
if you want to immediately grab a massive audience's attention, that's how you do it.
Oh, fair enough. So, the game. Mankind has expanded its reach beyond the Sol system. Factions, corporations, and syndicates are locked in a political and economic strife. The inevitable destruction and decay of a colonized exoplanet is imminent. Beta Decay is a dark, dystopian RPG where you can build spaceships, join factions, and fight for territory in a newly discovered star system. Live amongst the colonists as a citizen of the new frontier. Be an engineer repairing starships to a syndicate leader executing raids deep within a labyrinth neon city. What I love about this, from what I have seen, is basically you can be anything you want to be, which those sort of games usually fuck up, and 9 times out of 10 the reason is the graphics. They try and go for these modern realistic sort of graphic titles, and that's all they live on. This game's kind of decided to do the opposite, where they've kind of gone, okay, here's everything we have to show you that we've built so far. The dismemberment, the combat, the tanks, the mechs, the flying, the fucking menial jobs you can do. This is everything we've got so far. If you like it, cool, join us. If you don't, whatever. But we're not going stupid on graphics. We're going fucking retro. Fuck you. This is what we have. And I respect that. But yeah, basically you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. It's PvE, PvP, and single player.
Oh.
It exists with friends within the single player universe as well. So you can just play single player but with friends, so co-op effectively.
So they've got basically every game mode.
Effectively. Recruit and command. Recruit subordinates, these are NPCs. And issue commands.
Oh, no, sorry, can't do that. You're not allowed to.
Oh yeah, sorry, not allowed anymore. At least they're not being summoned. With a landing crew to explore the planet's surface or order your lieutenants to patrol territory. Mobile armor. Reminds me of Metal Gear. Weapon mods and
Fucking
customization.
Titanfall, dude.
Yeah. Player-driven, star system and economy.
That never goes well.
Oh, I know, right? Character customization. Roguelike survival. That's one thing that I'm a bit like, is going to be mad about this game. If your character dies, that's it for that character, you start fresh. But there's one way around it. If you're one of the best, and let's say you've earned a lot of money, you can buy a cloning vat.
Oh.
But they're very expensive, and even the people who are at the top of the top will probably only have one cloning vat. So they won't have multiple clones. Death is unforgiving. Eat, drink, and sleep to keep your character alive. Practice caution and avoid unnecessary risks on foreign worlds where viruses, phenomenon, and creatures may reside. Build starships.
Dive head first.
Oh, that's what I'll do. Build starships. Build spacecraft with complex subsystems such as power grids, server networks, and life support systems to keep your crew alive in deep space. Players may go where they like, when they like, doing whatever they like.
Why does this sound like Starfield, but better?
It does, doesn't it? Reminds me of No Man's Sky, except on steroids.
Fucking better graphics than Starfield as well.
Territory. Join faction divisions, corporate conglomerates, or syndicate cells. Reminds me a bit of Cyberpunk with the joining corporations. In an endless fight for territorial control of the Alpha Centauri star system. Factions and divisions. Factions and divisions seek to drive equity and justice throughout the star system's policies, and jurisdictions have been established to provide for a greater good for all Centauri citizens. Their directives are commonly carried out by politicians and on-site enforcers. Conglomerates and conglomerations. Corporations and conglomeration. Corporation entities are primarily focused on revenue growth through innovation and expansion by any means necessary. I think it's cells and syndicates, which guaranteed, if you and me play this game, that'll be what we would do.
It does sound interesting, though. I'll give it to you.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that you're not forced into PvP, because you know how I feel about that sort of stuff.
No, I am with you 100%. And I just love the idea of all this stuff. You can even become a fucking janitor if you want to be.
Can I get a job and get paid? Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly that. There are jobs in the game to earn cash.
Oh, just like in-game cash, okay.
I know, it'd be nice. But yeah, when's this game supposed to be released? So...
do they just have their own website for it, or...?
Oh yeah, this is their own website, but they also have it on Steam.
Oh, it is on Steam. That's what I was more questioning. Not like a website for the game and all that information, but like an actual... like, for getting the game itself.
Yeah, so Beta Decay on Steam, if you check it, they don't have anything really listed. I am adding it to my fucking wish list because I thought I'd already done that, but apparently not. I just think, genuinely, I love the atmosphere of the game. It looks really cool, the art style. It's very different from anything I'd usually play.
Yeah.
But I would definitely give this a chance. Any day of the week.
Yeah, because it actually has your interest in what it's doing.
Yeah, the mechanics are what looks solid. I mean, you saw the combat there on the main page when I was on there. But they have a Discord server.
Ooh.
Which is this here. And they don't have any random crap that's just going to flog it all up and all that stuff. All they have are some news, devlogs, frequently asked questions, rules, and then some general chats. That is what they have. That is what they care about. But they have these little dev vlogs that they upload on their YouTube channel. Can't believe I'm actually going to have to do this. But for the first time, I'm going to have to pull up my bloody actual premium YouTube account that I have with my 118 tabs.
Disgusting.
I know. Oh, so this is their music that they have. Where's the thing I saw? Early access teaser. The early access teaser, from what I understand, is supposed to release Q4 this year.
So very shortly.
Yeah.
Could drop. Because we're about to go into Q4.
Exactly. Now, I want to see if I can find some of this. Yeah. You can play first or third person. These vehicles you see are actually usable.
They're already better off than most massive titles where there's just millions of prefabs that you can't actually do anything with.
Yeah. You can also control the massive mechs, as you see there.
Oh.
But, yeah, this entire thing made me sit. I was watching a video about it. It's like 30 minutes long, going over everything that this had. I'll try and remember to link it in the description of this video. But, holy shit, I would play this for months. It just looks like mayhem, and I am all for that. And as I said, there is creatures that we also get to slaughter. And it just looks fun. So, Will, what's your opinion after watching?
Oh, I'm fucking getting annoyed at some, and yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, you know how I am about graphics these days. And I do to have some good-looking graphics because I have the ability to run it now. But it actually does have my interest, and the fact that you said about the game modes they have, I'd be willing to try it out.
Oh, definitely.
When we get the opportunity.
110%. I really hope this comes to fruition. I want to see, actually, just in their Discord here. I'm scrolling up as far back as I can. So, the first bit in the news channel was 19th of June 2023. And this is the thing. Because they weren't focusing so much on graphics, they could build everything they wanted to build. Their first little gameplay teaser came out, though, on the 1st of July 2023. So they'd already built up some gameplay because they wanted to make the game at least stable before they created a community for it, before they started announcing what it was. Because, yeah, if you're not prioritizing graphics, you can do some amazing shit that's not going to mess a person's computer up. And sometimes that's what's needed. They do have a Patreon. If people want to check that out, that's up to them. I don't know how much they bring in each month. That's not working. But, yeah, it's worth checking out. They have all sorts of different things that they are actually checking here. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to do something, because I don't really want to show everything that I'm... That's annoying. I can't do this. Ah, fuck it. I'll fix it in post. So, they actually show in the development logs here. So, update last on August 17th. Network core functionality completed. Entity component systems. Performance considerations and new pooling systems. Save and load systems. Core functionality completed and across several systems. Allegiance system. Ability to create custom player allegiances and the generation of 50 plus preset allegiances with unique naming and emblems. That seems to me like we're going to be able to make our own alliances.
Well, you'd hope so.
Oh, yeah. Security exchange system. Core functionality and trading for the securities exchange market. Medical system and injury. Functional and visual tracking of player injury status. Terminals. Core functionality, application functionality, and physical UI and terminal models. Physics-based clothing and hair, because that matters in this. Yeah, sure. Cover system enhancements, networking enhancements, and new animations. Destruction system. New system in progress to provide destruction at a scale. Control mapping and rebinding. New UI design. Main menu pause. DevCon enhancements. Developer console. OST tracks, and more. And they do this every couple months. There's more and more stuff.
They say anything about like changing the graphics?
In what way do you mean?
Like just like massive overhauls, right? Because I do feel like with the style, it might be hard on the eyes after a little bit.
It's funny you mentioned that, actually. I did see a post earlier. about how they had... Yeah, here it is. They had 3 different prototypes for it. I'd imagine there will be graphic settings to be able to modify them so that it's not as rough on your eyes.
Yeah. Just the look of it there, though, it is a worry that would come to my head, because you know me, I love my good long grinding sessions.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm with you. I think there's got to be a way to modify at the moment.
See, because of the style they went for, my worry, it's just the older style, and that is kind of hard to look at. Even back when it was all fresh out, it just because of what it was, you know.
Oh yeah,
and there's not really anything that can be done about that. Sure,
no, but I suppose
it would be like a main concern for me.
Yeah, I suppose the other thing. Is there a setting to turn off pixelization? No, but will there probably be mods in the future? Yes, because that's what people do with these games. They go to it and go, let's just mod the fuck out of this and sort this. It's what happens all the time.
That's fair.
Will there be mundane jobs? Yes, this is a core part of the game and complements the RPG system nicely. The small details matter, and taking on mundane roles can be satisfying.
You and I play it. There's Rory making an enormous fucking spaceship with all these complex systems, power grids, and storage terminals, and weaponry, and whatever else. And then there's me. Oh, need some new hot water. That's gone cold. Oh, there's a little stain on the floor.
He'll either be a janitor or a miner. That'll be Will's, like...
Oh, there's mining? Hell yes. Yeah. I love mining.
You can be sent to the mines if you commit crimes.
I yearn for the mines.
Exactly. Oh, but yeah, that is... what I have on beta Decay, and I must admit I am very interested in it. I really do hope it does well, because from what I've seen so far, it so deserves to. It's building up a small community on a Discord server. I don't even know how many people are in there now. Let me have a quick look. 5,000, nearly 6,000 online. 11,500.
Oh, that's online, actually. I didn't think of it.
Going all the way down near the bottom. Still only the online bunch. Oh, I can't see offline. That's annoying. So, yeah. There's probably about 11, 12k people that are in the server altogether. Which, that's pretty damn good. And I just hope the community around it builds. I'd love to see more regarding this. I think it'll be something phenomenal to come out in the future. And... what we need is something different, something new, and I feel like that would hit that spot. So yeah, that's 100% me for when that releases till the end of time. I will live there.
You'll have to be sure to keep me updated on it.
Oh, I will. I'm in the Discord server, so I'm keeping an eye on everything that pops up. They even have a forum on the Discord server, so you can ask them questions and the developers will reply. And so we'll just regular people, but for the most part, developers reply to everything. And yeah, they're pretty interactive with the community, which is always nice to see.
Be sure to mention me. Don't leave me out.
But yeah, that's everything I had for this episode. I know it was a bit longer, but we have been off for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we had a lot to catch up on.
Oh, hell, we did. But it's great to see that there are some positive things going on. Dying Light the Beast to Beta Decay. Skate's actually not doing horrific, but it's not doing great either. But there's some good releases on its way. Possible new Wolfenstein. Possible new... I forgot the name of the game. But yeah, there's lots going on. And it's good to see that the industry is not just taking a sit down and go, well, we fucked up, right, we're done, we'll pack this in.
Yeah, we've actually had a couple of good releases too.
Yeah.
Which we desperately, desperately needed.
Oh, fucking damn right we did. It's been a horrific year, and let's just hope that the back end of this year finally lifts up and we start to see some positive shit coming forward. So
we can hope, that's for sure.
That we can, mate. But with all that said and done, is there anything you would like to mention before we wrap this episode up, sir?
Nothing I can think of.
No problem at all, sir. In that case, then, thank you all very much for watching. We do apologise for being away for 2 weeks. Next week, I will be AWOL. But
yes,
the week...
so I'm just going to fly over to England, go to Rory's apartment, bust his door down, and start the stream myself, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We'll do a little tour.
But with all that... we'll be back the week after next then. So that will probably be the 5th yeah, the 5th of October. So I'll be releasing next on the 6th of October, which that's not too bad. But yeah, with all said and done, thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. And the Discord will be in the description. If you want to pop by, say hi, ask any questions, get any links that we put in for the research, because occasionally I drop shit in there. Not as often as I once did, but I still do. But yeah, feel free, and we will catch you all in the next episode.
See you next week, guys. Well, sorry. See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, see you then.
Bye for now, guys.